Special counsel Jack Smith isn't letting up. He's pushing forward with a renewed indictment against former President Donald Trump. This indictment focuses on Trump's actions to overturn the 2020 election. Smith seems determined to hold Trump accountable. This is despite the Supreme Court limiting the scope of the initial indictment. The timing of this legal maneuver is crucial. It throws another wrench into the gears of the 2024 presidential race. Trump is a key player in that race. This isn't just another news cycle. This is about the very foundation of our democracy. Did Trump really try to subvert the will of the people? That's the question at the heart of this case. Smith seems to believe he did. The evidence will be key. Smith will need to be sharp and convincing. Trump will likely fight every step of the way. He's known for his aggressive legal strategy. This case is about more than just one election. It's about the future of American democracy. The world is watching to see if justice will be served. This case could set a precedent for how far a president can go. The stakes couldn't be higher. Donald Trump is facing a legal battle royale. The outcome of this case could determine his political future. A guilty verdict could derail his 2024 presidential bid. It could even lead to jail time. Trump knows this, and he's not taking it lying down. Trump has consistently denied any wrongdoing. He claims the charges are politically motivated. He says it's a witch hunt by his opponents to stop him from running for office again. His supporters echo these claims, fueling a narrative of persecution. This strategy of claiming victimhood has worked for Trump before. He uses it to energize his base and discredit his opponents. It's a risky strategy, though. If the evidence against him is strong enough, it could backfire. The legal and political battle lines are drawn. Trump is a fighter, and he's not going down without a fight. He's betting on his ability to weather this storm. The question is, will it be enough? The Supreme Court's earlier decision looms large over this case. They limited the scope of the original indictment against Trump. This decision has raised concerns about presidential power and accountability. Some argue that the court gave presidents too much leeway. They worry it could make it harder to hold future presidents accountable for wrongdoing. This case is forcing a national conversation about the limits of presidential power. It's a conversation we haven't had in a meaningful way for a long time. It's a conversation we need to have. The Founding Fathers grappled with this very issue when they created our system of government. They wanted a strong executive, but not a king. They built in checks and balances to prevent any one branch from becoming too powerful. The current situation is testing those checks and balances. It's highlighting the delicate balance between a strong presidency and the rule of law. The outcome of this case could have far-reaching implications for the future of our democracy. Section 4. A divided landscape, legal and political commentary. The political and legal spheres are buzzing with opinions about this case. Legal experts are divided on whether Smith has a strong case. Some believe the evidence is compelling. Others argue that it will be difficult to prove Trump's intent beyond a reasonable doubt. Former FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, a frequent Trump critic, believes this indictment is significant. He argues it strikes at the heart of Trump's attempts to subvert democracy. McCabe suggests the evidence is strong, and a conviction could have serious consequences for Trump. On the other hand, some legal scholars like Ankush Kardori are more cautious. They acknowledge the gravity of the charges but question the strength of the evidence. They argue that proving Trump's intent will be challenging. Politicians are also weighing in, largely along partisan lines. Democrats are generally supportive of the indictment. They see it as a necessary step towards holding Trump accountable for his actions. Vice President Kamala Harris, for instance, has stated that no one is above the law, emphasizing the importance of upholding the integrity of our elections. Republicans, on the other hand, have largely condemned the indictment. They view it as politically motivated and an attempt to interfere with the 2024 election. The court of public opinion is just as divided. This case is further polarizing an already deeply divided nation. It's a stark reminder of how fragile our democracy really is. Section 5. The Election Factor 2 Potential Outcomes. This case throws a massive wrench into the 2024 presidential election. It adds another layer of complexity to an already unpredictable race. The outcome of the election could significantly impact the trajectory of the case. If Trump wins the election, he could potentially pardon himself or have the Justice Department drop the charges. This would be a controversial move. but it's within the realm of possibility. It would raise serious questions about the rule of law and the future of American democracy. If Trump loses the election, he would likely face continued legal challenges. He would no longer have the shield of the presidency to protect him. This could embolden prosecutors and increase the likelihood of a conviction. The timing of the trial will also be crucial. If it happens before the election, it could significantly impact the outcome. A guilty verdict could damage Trump's chances of winning. On the other hand, an acquittal could bolster his campaign and energize his base. The intersection of this case with the 2024 election creates a volatile and uncertain situation. It's a high-stakes game of political chess. The consequences for American democracy are enormous.